Birmingham was fondly known far and wide as the murder capital of the world.
Wolfgang Poe. He's as interesting and eccentric as his name suggests.
I'm a big old history nerd. I am loaded down with so much obscure trivia.
And most of that trivia is morbid and ghastly, which comes in handy because he leads Birmingham ghost walks.
It helps if you're kind of gothic and demented. Well, okay, demented helps.
On this witching night, a coven is taking the tour, learning about the Magic City's more hideous history, like the stories about the Redmont Hotel, an historic building with a bloody past. Wolfgang says decades ago, a shootout with police left a criminal dead in the lobby floor. Hank Williams spent one of his last nights on Earth here in this hotel and allegedly still roams the halls. And he says some guests report seeing a mysterious woman in white.
She felt somebody walk up behind her and heard a lady's voice in her ear say, "Hello." When she went out into her room, the little stool at the foot of the bed was actually moving across the front of the bed.
Wolfgang carries some gruesome memorabilia with him. He shows a tooth from a body he says was found buried under what used to be the Thompson House Hotel, perhaps the body of Mr. Thompson's mistress after his wife discovered the affair.
There was also a rusty iron fireplace poker. Probably the murder weapon. The skull had been greatly damaged.
Then there's the infamous murder of Father James Coyle in 1921. A Methodist minister shot him to death in front of a dozen witnesses at St. Paul's Catholic Church Rectory after Coyle officiated the marriage of Reverend Stevenson's 13-year-old daughter Ruth to 33-year-old Pedro Guzman. Wolfgang says the rectory is a good place to get a ghost picture.
If you've got a steady picture with a streak of light through it, then you almost definitely got yourself an orb. A ghost.
And you may just find a ghost at the gym. The downtown YMCA is built where the old jail used to be. That's where Richard Hawes was hung. He was convicted of drowning his two young daughters and the bloody hatchet murder of his wife. His arrest led to a riot at the jail that left almost a dozen dead.
The YMCA is definitively haunted. The lockers are said to occasionally pop open and disgorge their contents. And there are big shadows that go around the floor that aren't attached to anybody.
And the Tutwiler Hotel could be an interesting place to spend your Halloween night, according to Wolfgang, specifically rooms 613, 615, and 416.
He had checked into 416, put his key card in the door, and opened the door. Across the room was a little old lady sitting in a chair. She was wearing an old-fashioned dress and had a turquoise choker. She smiled at him, waved at him, and faded away.
The Birmingham Ghost Walk runs just about every night of the year, and you don't have to be a witch to take the tour, but it doesn't hurt. For WVTM 13, I'm Lisa Crane.
Okay, that was freaky. Did you see Lisa change at the end there?
Scary.
What's freaky is seeing you with a halo over your head.
It fits right. I mean, especially with you two devils.
Two little devils on your shoulder, right?
I just cock it to the side a little bit, you know.
It's a style these days. Yeah.
It is. That was really cool, though. Very cool tour. I've never taken it. Have any of you?
I haven't, but it's so cool. It's all happening right here in Birmingham, or it happened here in Birmingham.
I'd love to see the hotel, see if we can, hear anything or see anything.
Y'all have fun with that.